I can speak clearly and fluidly. I would like to say thank you to Anna and Ramon. I used to beg for the teacher not to pick on me just because I would stutter, but now I'm raising my hand as soon as they even ask a question, and I am begging for them to pick on me. That is how much this course has changed my life. So like my problem is that I like stutter a lot, and like especially in front of lectures of people, which like makes me unable to like raise my hand in class, and it also like makes me like really like stressed and nervous.
Parents were looking for the solution.
This is the solution.
Look no further. This is it. This is the best investment of time and money that you will ever make if you have a child who stutters.
And you may not realize it, but you may stutter as well, just slightly, and maybe that may have contributed to your child's stutter. So you can work with your child and improve.
True. It's critical that the parents be involved because you learn from one another, and you learn so much from this course. 3 days that go by in a nanosecond. It's life-changing.
Yeah, it really is. 5 years of stuttering it's gone. At the start of the program, I found it quite interesting that all I had to do was move my tongue and I wouldn't stutter anymore. I realized that I wasn't a special child and I was just like everyone else. I just had to move my tongue. And this was a really eye-opening experience for me because it was so simple. It was completely worth it because of 5 years of training and all of those classes and therapies that I took to stop stuttering did not help as much as 3 days worth of knowledge. I began speaking without mistakes on day 1. It was so surprising. She was shocked. She was like, wait, how are you not stuttering? Wait, excuse me, is this a fluke? What happened?
I was overwhelmed. 5 years of therapies, 5 years of research, 5 years of struggling along the way, and to spend one evening with you and to have her come out of that course for 1 day, speaking fluently and fluidly was just overwhelming for me. It was amazing. It's amazing, Anna. This morning she woke up, I was already awake, and my eyes filled with tears when she spoke to me fluidly, said, "Good morning, Mom," and she continued with what she had to say without stumbling, and it was just overwhelming sense of joy that I had. And she has maintained that progress throughout the day. There's been stumbles, but we stop and we ask ourselves, why are we stumbling? And I think she can explain why she stumbles. But in 1 day with you, we progressed more than we have in 5 years of therapy. We've tried multiple types of speech therapy, physiotherapy, hypnotherapy, psychotherapy, and we have not made anywhere near the progress we made just in 1 day, and I'm just amazed.
There is no definite word for stutter in Chinese, but an exact translation would be 口吃, which pretty much means eat your words or eat your mouth. 在这个课程后，我现在不会结结巴巴的说话，我非常开心，因为我现在可以说话很好，不会口吃。要说谢谢给 Anna 和 Roman. After this course, I no longer stutter and I can speak clearly and fluidly. I would like to say thank you to Anna and Ramon.
The first memory of her stuttering was we went to brunch and I was asking her to order, and she was either 7 or 8 and she couldn't get the word out. I felt flustered because I didn't know how to help her.
I was begging you not to make me speak, and I was like, could you order for me? And you were like, no. Why? And I went up and the person just stared at me really weirdly because they were like, what is she doing?
And I remember doing research at the time because she started to stutter a little bit more frequently. And in the beginning, I thought, let's not make a big deal about it. Otherwise, she's going to start to think
freaking out.
Exactly. She's going to start to think that she has a problem. And I kept telling her that it would be fine, that it would go away. And so I didn't take her anywhere for the first 6 months. And I was told by my sister, who's a doctor, she said, you should take her to a speech therapist before it gets worse. And so we went to this first speech therapist, and I did not see any improvement. In fact, he was having her just repeat the words, but not even showing her how to speak the words. He would just sit with her, and she would read, and she would stumble, and then he would just have her reread, and she would continue to stumble. And the homework was to repeat words, and it didn't help her blockage because she would stutter. He said she has a fluency disorder, but it's not that bad because it's out of 1,000 words, it's only every 100 or every 200. They were counting how often she had disfluency.
It got a lot worse.
And it was still in the acceptable range according to the speech therapist. But I didn't see any improvement, and I just kept seeing a repetition of what she was struggling with. So after being in speech therapy for 9 to 12 months, I gave up on it and said, it's going to go away. She just needs positive reinforcement. And they said a trauma caused the stuttering. And she went to the psychotherapist. He would try to get her to tell stories about her scariest moments, and it wasn't yielding any results. She was going to the sessions, but they weren't really helping resolve any issues. In fact, they weren't even identifying any issues that could be resolved. He ultimately said that she seems fine. I don't see any problem with her. You and Rahman have it, and you're sharing it with the world. And I'm happy that you were able to share your gift with us because it has meant the whole world to us. I'm just very grateful for that. When you hit stuttering on Google, the only thing that should come up is your program. There is nothing else that should be discussed when talking about stuttering.
He seemed nice, and he, from what you translated, seemed really knowledgeable about the topic and smart.
First, I would thank him profusely for everything that he's done along with you, with the two of you, and for his insights and his perceptiveness. He was paying attention and looking at Sophia and what she was struggling with, because it was the first session, so it was when she was still stuttering, and he could tell what her issues were. And I think that was very helpful. He seemed amazing. He was very, very perceptive. He was very well-spoken. He's very knowledgeable. I mean, everything came across in what you were translating. And he was spot on. And it's interesting, Anna, what the two of you have done is something so straightforward, something so logical, something so simple. It's unbelievwhen once you get through all of the junk. Yes, I find it's garbage. When you get through all of the garbage and you just zero in on what the key items are. Sorry, I'm Latin. I speak with my hands. I'll speak with my tongue. But yes, once you get through all of the garbage and everything else, and you just focus on what's important, it's so logical. It's so commonsensical. It's natural. If you would Ramon here, I would give you guys a big hug, both of you.
It's online, so
It is online, a virtual hug. Give one to Ramon as well.
Okay.
Because I valued the time that he was with us, because he was very focused and he spent a lot of time with us the first day. And I appreciated that.
And obviously the time that you are and were with us.
Yes. I look forward to our session. I told Sophia, I'm going to miss Anna. I'm used to getting on the phone and sharing with you my moments of joy. Virtual hugs. Virtual hugs.
Yes.
Virtual hugs.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Lots of love to you.